The cost of groceries has been top of mind of Canadians for many years now. Did we see any relief at the supermarkets this year? Let's find out. Dalhousie University professor and researcher Sylvain Charlebois is here to tell us about the annual food price report for 2025. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melissa.
Okay, so let's talk about the main takeaways from this year's food report.
Well, so in 2025, food inflation went up because of meat, and in 2026, food inflation will go up because of meat.
Oh no.
Yet again, yeah. And so beef prices are just out of control, and they won't normalize until probably 2027 at this point, pushing people to look at chicken and pork. And guess what? Because of higher demand, both chicken and pork are more expensive as well. So the meat counter is going to get more expensive in 2026, unfortunately. And the other section is the center of the store, pantry goods, with sauces, dried pasta, spices, nuts, coffee as well. We're expecting that section to be more expensive in 2026 also.
Okay, so what are some of the factors driving the cost of food this year?
Well, I mean, the constant, without being a constant, is climate change. If you think of coffee, beef, cocoa, we've been talking about chocolate a lot this year. So all of these commodities have been impacted by climate change, of course. The center of the store will be probably impacted by industrial restructuring. A lot of companies are restructuring and probably discontinuing many products. So in 2026, we are expecting many products to be discontinued. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to probably take away some competition, which will push prices higher as well. The cost of energy hasn't been a factor. The dollar has been a factor. The Buy Canadian, the good news is the Buy Canadian movement really hasn't impacted people's pocketbooks. It's not costing you more to buy fruits and vegetables because we're getting vegetables from Peru, Egypt, South Africa, things like that. The boycott against America really hasn't cost Canadians a whole lot of money, especially in the produce section.
So has the ongoing trade war with the U.S. impacted costs whatsoever?
So far, so good, to be honest. Yeah, actually, it takes away a very, very important option, of course, with American products being typically cheaper. But we're doing okay, actually, relatively speaking. Going back to beef, I'm sure your listeners have noticed that there's more beef coming from Australia, from New Zealand as well. So we're doing okay to keep prices as low as possible, but still, we are expecting higher prices. But consumers are in a different place now. They know how to save. They know where the independent grocers are to get good deals, much more so than 2 years ago.
We actually asked our viewers this morning where they're seeing high costs, and many of them were saying beef. You mentioned 2026, no relief on that. What other costs could we see go up for 2026?
Restaurants. So if you like to go out to restaurants, maybe you'll be cooking more in 2026. So we're expecting menu prices to go up 4 to 6%. Of course, we don't need to go to a restaurant, but restaurants are likely to increase prices in 2026. And we've never been wrong with restaurants in 16 years. So we're pretty confident that menu prices will go up. So basically, we expect food service to push people back into the kitchen to cook more to save money, which is necessarily not a bad idea.
Thank you so much, Sylvain, for joining us today.
Take care. Bye-bye.